The Western Heritage Preservation Society is reaching out to the youth to make a positive impact for the agriculture industry. The need to tell the story of crop and livestock producers is rapidly increasing as most of the population has become further removed from the production side of agriculture. The Western Education Program is using the excitement of rodeo to tell the students where their food is coming from, how it is produced, and how farmers and ranchers are working hard to feed the growing populations of the world. University of Nebraska at Lincoln rodeo alumnus Bryce Dibbern has initiated and helped to facilitate a Western education program within the agriculture and rodeo industries. Dibbern explains how the program was started and came to flourish.
It all started on my trip back my junior year from the college national finals. We had an all right finals, but not what we were wanting. I just got voted in as regional director within the Great Plains, and my coach and I, Bump Krager, were discussing how can I do something different than any other regional director? What can I do more? How can I give back to communities? And so one of our ideas was to go into an elementary classroom, talk to them about rodeo, and talk to them and incorporate agriculture and the importance of that.
The Western Education Program was first started within the Great Plains region of the National Intercollegiate Rodeo Association. The student athletes visited 10 elementary schools their first year. The following year, Bryce Dibbern was elected as a national president of the National Intercollegiate Rodeo Association and helped spread the Western Education Program within all 11 regions and 110 college rodeos across the U.S.
Go into these elementary schools and educate these kids about where their food comes from, the importance of agriculture, and whether they know it or not, when they wake up and have breakfast before school and put on their clothes, somewhere a farmer or rancher touched that food or them clothes.
The Western Education Program is structured differently than most education programs within the classroom. The Western Education Program uses the excitement of rodeo as a route to show students the history behind the sport, rodeo's connection to agriculture, and how production agriculture directly affects the growing population of the world every day.
Classroom and did presentations where part of it was in the classroom, the other half of that was outside with hands-on activities, roping the dummies, getting to sit in a bronc saddle, getting to talk with the cowboys about what they do. We're using rodeo-like practices and tying it into agriculture, just like we as a rancher go out and rope a calf and tie its 3 legs up, and then we give it a vaccine or an antibiotic when he's sick, same as if a kid goes to the doctor and has to get a shot when he's sick.
Although the Western Education Program first started within college rodeo, Bryce Dibbern is continuing his efforts alongside Western Heritage Preservation Society. Dibbern has received national attention on TV and radio for his efforts within the program. Along with having national recognition, the Western Education Program has many professionals that support their efforts, including 5-time world champion steer wrestler Luke Branquino, bareback rider Clayton Bigelow, and R.C. Landingham, as well as Cleveland Indians pitcher Cody Anderson. The Western Heritage Preservation Society is now looking to expand the Western Education Program within the PRCA rodeos and stock shows, where they have a greater audience and can reach the inner city and hit a bigger demographic. To date, the Western Education Program has reached over 75,000 students across the U.S. and continues to merge the growing disconnect between the younger generations and knowing where their food comes from, how it is produced, and what farmers and ranchers are doing on a day-to-day basis.